morning, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the day of the video diary. How's it going today? Today we are heading on into university. I keep trying to say work. It is more like work than university, to be honest with you. So I'm heading on into work now. It's late. I'm a lot later than normal. I left at about 7:05. It's now 27 minutes past 7 to be precise. And I've not really left Bristol. Yeah, I'm still, like, I've just stopped off there to go get some petrol and stuff. I need to make a note in my calendar to say, like, today's the day I bought petrol, so that I can remember and figure out how long a tank actually lasts me. I had, like, it's about 15 miles to drive to Bath, so 30 if you include the way back. And I had about 65 miles on my clock, apparently. Although it probably was a lot less than that. So, because my clock's not very good at telling me exactly, like the dial, even the fuel gauge just makes up its mind. It doesn't got a clue how much petrol's in there. So I don't like it when it gets to the point where it's about to put its light on. And considering how far I've now got to drive, compared to when I used to go to work and stuff, which was about 6 miles a day, not 30. Oh, well, 12 miles a day instead of 30. It's a little bit more crucial, I guess, to keep petrol in. Also, it's a cold morning, and it's always good to buy petrol when it's nice and cold, because you get more for your money, because it's more condensed, and it's actually quite cheap as well. But anyway, that's petrol worries. Friggin', you know, you're an adult when you start worrying about the price of petrol and stuff, don't you? Otherwise though, ladies and gentlemen, last night I didn't really sleep very well. I was like tossing and turning, kept waking up. It felt like a really, really long night. I don't know why. I woke up with like a really piercing stomach ache as well. I don't know whether I lay on it funny or what, but it hurt, man. So, but hopefully that isn't an issue. I still feel coldy. I don't think this cold's ever going to go away. Last year, I hardly ever had a cold. You go back to university and you've immediately got colds. It's horrible. It's probably one of the worst things about university. Well, that's a lie. It's actually not that much of an issue. But, you know what I mean? It is something you have to consider. Oh look, we're going to get a sunrise today. Yeah, the weather's supposed to be dry but cold. It's kind of cold now, but I don't know how cold. It's 11:30, man, and I'm not even... Jeez, I'm normally in Salford by now. I'm normally past Keynsham at this point. I'm going to try my hardest tonight. There's obviously only so much trying I can do. But I'm going to try to hit Bath by 8 still. I've got a lecture at 9 today, so I've still got plenty of time. But like, the sooner I hit Bath, the sooner I can do step into a little bit of work. But I've only got like an hour to play with before my lecture anyway. Because lecture's at 9, so there's not really a lot I can do. So I'm like, well, you may as well get the petrol now instead of like delaying you on the way back or whatever. But yeah, today we've got 2 lectures. I do 4 modules, by the way, and I've got 6 hours worth of lectures today with 5 different topics. I've got networking, then parallel, then a 3-hour gap, and then intelligent agents, safety critical, and then parallel again. Starting from 9, ending at 6. So that's exciting, isn't it? But yeah, we'll get there, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have a fun day today. Hopefully that's 3 hours in the middle and nice and productive. Because I need to prep things for a final year project that aren't code. Because I need to start prepping like meetings that I'm going to have tomorrow with different companies and all that kind of stuff. In fact, let's talk about that. Tomorrow I'm going to a meeting after uni with a startup company in Bristol to talk about like what they do and to figure out if they can help me in any way with my final year project. It sounds like, after listening to the technologies that they use, it sounds like they are going to be more of a like knowledge base to figure out like exactly what it is that they would do, because they are using mainly web stuff like HTML. It doesn't really fit my back-end system testing, so it'll be interesting to go and talk to them to figure out like how a startup treats testing and all that kind of stuff, to figure out if I can build my system in a way where it might be applicable to them. It's mainly targeted at people with big, bulky legacy systems though. But we'll see. What else? They also rung me yesterday asking if I knew anyone who was good at CSS. like a CSS guru, and I'm like, not really, no, because either everyone I know is a student and I'm not sure actually how good they are, and slash or they're like really busy like I am, and I'm not very good at CSS, hands up, or they're back-end developers, like in my old work. We never really had any front-end people. I mean, like, there's Dibsy Malone, might be the best I've got, I can offer. But yeah, look at that sky, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. That's nice, man. But yeah, so I said, like, they said, oh, we're gonna have this work coming up. I just wondered if you knew anyone who might be able to do pick up a couple of requirements. Well, not really, but you know. What are the chances of getting to uni before 8? Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen, place your bets. I'm gonna put radio back on. We're pulling into Bath now. Well, we're near I'm nowhere near the uni, like, but it's 3 minutes to, but I'm just seeing the price of petrol here, and it's 2p more expensive than it is in Bristol. Got it in the right place, so I didn't have to drive here and then go, oh, let's get petrol, and it's more expensive. And it's warmer, so you get a little bit less. But yeah, it's 3 minutes to 8. Probably get to campus for about 5 past 10 past, which isn't too bad. I mean, lectures don't actually start till 9:15. Whenever I say like a 10 o'clock, I mean 10:15, because all our lectures start at 15:15 and end at 5 past, so they're like 50 minutes long, and they're not really an hour, and they don't really start on the hour, but it's annoying saying, oh, I've got a 10:15 and 11:15. You just say I've got a 10 and 11. Anyway. I just wanted to make a comment about how my petrol was cheaper than Bath's petrol. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to get to the big hill and there's a fucking bus in front of me. I can't stop on this hill because I'm not going to be able to make it to the top. Please, bus. Ugh. I wish I had rear wheel drive. Rear wheel drive's what it's about. I bet rear wheel drive cars can get up hills much better than my car can. Front wheel drive, its little wheels are trying to scamper at the front and all the weight's at the back, like, fuck. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this. I need to be able to get past this. Well, part of that hill flung you completely off. You just went grief alive. I had to drop down into like first and put my foot down a bit, and it just went I swear to God, right, that hill, it pops your tyres, pops your ears. It's horrible. It's one crazy ass hill, but we're here now. It's about 5 past. Well, it's 10 past by the time I've left the car as well. We've got to walk up to campus, have a wee, and then today, because my lecture's at 9, it's not worth going somewhere like explicitly to go and do work. I might just go to the that little cafe area before the lecture, near the lecture, and just hang there for a little bit. Charge it. I think I need to charge my Surface, so that's what I'm gonna do. Cool, let's bounce. Ducks are always loving it in the morning, look. Yeah, we have a fun day ahead of us as usual on a Thursday. Because, well, to be honest, I like having busy days. It means that you kind of front load all of your work onto one day, and then other days become more available to do other things. Like in an ideal world, I'd just have to come in 2 days a week, and those days will be full, but for very idealistic. So, what's going on with my project then? Yesterday, I couldn't get the MS Build to build the solution. I need to figure out why that is. Also, I'm having a problem with running the transforms on this for some reason. Several things are not as they should be, to be honest. So I'm going to go. I think, oh, there's someone in there. Eager beavers. Considering that's called the E-Lounge, there aren't many plugs. Battery lasted though, in standby, so I'm going to sit and break the lecture theatre now. 2 lectures down. Then back to my little room. I'm working away on lecture notes in advance of the next lecture because it's too fast and too hard in there. I've just been in a room going over, I've got a lecture at 2, it's now quarter past 2. It's now 1:15. I've got an hour before my next lecture, and it's 2 hours long. And I've just been trying to go over the lecture notes beforehand because she goes through them so fast. It's unreal. 2 hours have now passed, and I'm a third of the way through. So I'm now moving to a more lunch-friendly room so that I can have my lunch, watch a YouTube video, and then try and motor through as many of the notes as possible. The idea is if I go through the notes on paper, then I've thought about it ahead of time, and then I'll be able to sit and type up my notes as she's talking, and then I'll be able to add things as I'm typing, essentially. That's the plan. It's not going to work though, because it doesn't look like I'm going to finish these notes in time. I'm on literally like 204 out of 330 or something mental. So yeah, I'm going back to Chancellor's here to try and have myself a nice sandwich and lunch break. Half-hour lunch in my long busy day. I know this room's free now. Oh Christ, this is literally like the only break I'm having today. God damn it. But yeah, the other two lectures today were networking and parallel. They were pretty good. I've got notes to type up for them though. But this next lecture is my priority. Whew, right, let's do some lunch. 6:15. It's almost dark enough to have to put your light. No, it's definitely dark enough to have to put your lights on when you're driving. So I drove here with my lights on. I'm driving home with my lights on. I'm just going to quickly run to the loo and get some more water for the drive home because I am pooped. Oh, it's getting cold as well, ladies and gentlemen. It really, really is. I couldn't find any water, but we're on our way anyway. Hello, Mr. Duckies. We were talking earlier today, weren't we? A long time ago. Yeah, you were cleaning yourself as well. These ducks are bloody ballsy as well. Like, they don't run away from you at all. You can get like inches away and they're like, you're not going to touch me. Is it raining? It's going to rain. So today's been really long. We had, what do we have first? Networking we had first, our lecture. Quite heavy on the notes on networking because it's networking, and it's a certain lecture. Right, then let's talk in the car since my battery died on me and I've just put in a new one, and now I'm in the car and now my phone's dinging and I'm not paying attention because I'm en route. I've got to be relatively quick heading home today. Obviously it's 6 o'clock at night, I don't really want to hang about. To be fair, driving home at 6 o'clock isn't all that bad because it is the tail end of rush hour. Like, by the time I hit Bristol rush hour, it's actually mostly clear, which is good. I'm going to put my lights on early. Fuck it. Yeah. People pulling out when they really shouldn't pull out. Look at that. It's because everyone's in a mad rush to get home. So yeah, networking lecture, lots and lots of notes. Parallel lecture, again, lots and lots of notes, same lecturer. And then I had a 3-hour gap. In said 3-hour gap, I was working on going over the notes for intelligent agents, which is a 2-hour long module after that 3-hour gap. And there's so much notes, there's so much content, it's unfucking real. It took me 4 hours, so I was still doing the notes when I got into the lecture, even though I was 3 hours in advance. And I finished it in the lecture, and then in the lecture itself, she like skipped over a couple of slides and was like, yeah, you can do those all at home. Like, what? What? I've just gone through them all, and now you're just cutting corners. And then she didn't even finish the lecture. There was way too much stuff in that lecture. So I'm now technically ahead, although I do need to type it all up, as well. Oh, hello car, come on. Also, I have to type up everything else that I've done today, which I haven't typed up anything yet. It's all on paper. So that's annoying too. But yeah, after that, we went to safety critical, which is actually like the relaxing time of the day. That was like the easy lecture of the day, because safety critical, it's like it's non-technical stuff. It's just like good practices and things so far anyway, like case studies and like law stuff. So it's actually really good. Like, it's such a change in pace from having to write down like a load of technical specifications really, really quickly, to just being like, yeah, so this happens, and then in this scenario this happened, this happened, this happened. It could have been changed if they'd done this instead or something. So there's loads of different. That's a really good lecture. I really like that lecture. Also, Bath Marathon. When is that? Okay, cool. Bear that in mind because it's going to mess up the traffic. It's on a Sunday. It's fine. Words, they're escaping me again. And then we had a networking lecture at the end, which was like, towards the end of that, I'm like, I can't concentrate anymore. Too much concentration for one day. but it was about networking and specifically hardware stuff to the point where the lecturer was handing around old Ethernet cables. That was pretty funny. We were like, ooh, it's just a cable. What the fuck are you getting excited about? But it was a big and heavy cable from a long time ago. Anyway, so that was good. And then we finished. So we're now heading on home. Like I say, it's 6 o'clock. I want to get back for 7. Satnav says I can do it at 10 to. I can get back for 10 to, assuming no traffic. But there will be traffic, but I don't think there'll be a lot. I reckon I might get away with having too much traffic because of how late it is. I'm literally seeing the sunset. Sunrise this morning was beautiful. Sunset, less beautiful. I'm gonna get back, it's gonna be dark. What's for dinner tonight? Stir fry. I'm looking forward to stir fry. That's good. But yeah. Tonight, what are we doing? We are chilling, to be honest with you. We haven't got anything TV to watch. I think Laura's starting to pack things. I'm not a fan of starting to pack things. Oh god, I didn't even consider the fact that people might struggle to get past me. There's a cyclist. Boom! You're mad. You're absolutely mad, mate. I'm going down here with my brakes on. I'm in a car. I used to do that. I used to bomb down this hill when I had to go to work. My ears are popping as well. So, oh, brake. I can hear my bag sliding around, no problem. So, yeah, tonight I think we're going to do a little bit of packing. I am not in the mood for typing up any of the notes I've got today. Tomorrow is relatively free. We've got like a 2-hour-long lab in the morning at 9, and then we've got something at 11 or 12? 12. We've got something at 12, and then I've got a meeting with my final year project supervisor. So tomorrow is quite a free day to catch up on lecture notes and stuff, and then I'm hoping to free up time so that I can get on to my intelligent agents coursework. Also, side note, not sure if I told you, I've managed to get in, like, just casually experimenting and changing values on my stuff. I've managed to get it to build the test solution, which is really, really good. All I need to do now is make sure that, oh, there's traffic here, yeah. All I need to do now is make sure the information that I had to change is easily accessible from the app config, which it currently isn't. So I do need to have a redesign of like how I'm going to do that. But yeah, that's my plan. I'm going to stop talking to you because I've been rambling on. In theory, while I'm seeing a lot of traffic here, and my sat-nav's going mental, it's like, what are you doing? You're not supposed to be on this road, it's one way. Because it's out of date. While I'm seeing a lot of traffic here, I will hit the traffic in Bath by the time I hit Bristol, which is where it's worse. I should be fine. So, question is, now's the option. Do I go motorway or normal way? Last time I left at normal time, it was fine, so I'm going to go normal way, I think, because it's shorter. It's the old question, isn't it? Do you go the motorway, which is longer, you can go faster, but in theory use less petrol than sitting waiting in crowds, in traffic? Or do you go the shorter way, which, assuming you're not in traffic, you'll use less petrol? Don't know. And I'm home, ladies and gentlemen, and it's evening time, and I am going to end the video here. I'm just trying to pause this so that I don't... there we go. Got back just after, well, it was about 5 past 10 past 7, I think it was, more or less. We had a crisis involving the curtain, which is just like pinged down from on here, and it's a bloody pain to get back on top. So it was like, and the two of us, I was taking all the weight, and I'm like the tall one trying to reach it and stuff. We then had dinner, stir fry, and we've just been done jack all. Just been chilling really. Been playing on my Surface and watching Educating at Cardiff and stuff. But yeah, it's getting up to 10 o'clock now, so we're going to end the video. Tomorrow, one lab, and then a lecture, and then a meeting with my supervisor, and then a meeting after that with a company in Bristol. So it should be all go tomorrow. Try and catch up on notes and stuff tomorrow as well, as much as possible, and it'll also be the day before we get the keys to the new place. Wait! So there might be some prep work we can do then as well in that evening time. Yeah. Speaking of which, there will be a time soon where daily vlogs may become a little bit less reliable, and I may potentially fall behind and have to catch back up again, but that won't happen yet. I'll warn you about that on Sunday's video that I filmed on Saturday, because that's most likely when it's about to start happening. But in theory, I'm pretty good at my stuff, so it won't happen. Touch wood. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video, ladies and gentlemen, and I will catch you later.